I already know this is going to be a video a lot of y'all aren't going to like, but I'm going to say it because there's a lot of hypocrisy and people not keeping the same energy in boxing, especially on boxing channels. So this is what I want to say. I was over on the channel today. Name of the guy is Drew Titan. Me and him had a little thing. We talked about it on my channel. The rest is history. We are cool now. So with that being said, I was on his channel and I was listening to his topic today about what he was talking about. He brought up Oscar Valdez and did he win his last fight? And it made me think about Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury 1. And here's what I want to say. If you believe Conceicao lost the fight, then you have to believe that Tyson Fury lost the first fight with Deontay Wilder. Because I've seen a lot of people saying Oscar Valdez won that fight, but yet at the same time, these same people said Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder in the first fight. See, this is what I'm talking about. People don't keep the same energy and they don't look at fights the same. They judge it by the fighters involved in the fight and don't stay unbiased. My sentiment has always been the same. I believe Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder in the first fight. I believe the draw was very favored towards Deontay Wilder. However, I also believe Oscar Valdez just lost. Just like I did another video where I believe a guy named Sheree beat a guy named La Harga. So I thought La Harga lost the fight. Now, here's the thing about it. If you don't like back foot fighters, then you can't say that Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder in the first fight because Tyson Fury was doing the same thing that Conceicao did against Oscar Valdez. But a lot of these channels will scream that Tyson Fury won that fight and Deontay Wilder lost. No, I'm sorry. Keep the same energy. If Oscar Valdez won, then I'm sorry to say it and people don't want to hear it, but then Deontay Wilder should have won that first fight with Tyson Fury, if that's your energy. See, me, my opinion doesn't change because I stay straight down the middle every video I make. There's consistency in what I say, and I judge things the same way. I don't take away from fighters being back foot fighters. I don't negate that from them. I don't find it bad for boxing to see a guy who can box from the outside and not get hit. I like that. As long as they are throwing punches back and they're returning fire, and especially if in certain rounds they're outlanding the guy who's just running into shots, pushing the action, coming forward, but not doing anything coming forward, then I give it to the back foot fighter because that's a style of fighting too. Not all fighters fight the same, and not all fighters should fight the same. If you don't have knockout power, you shouldn't be trying to fight in the pocket. That's just stupid. That's stupid. Yes, it's fan friendly. Yes, fans like to watch it. Casuals love it, but it's stupid. If you go in there knowing that you can't knock this guy out and that guy can knock you out, to stand in the pocket and trade with him, you're an idiot because you're going to lose. So fighters fight to their strength. And if their strength is boxing your head off from the outside and moving, then they still beat you because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how boring it looks. If there was no rules, if there was no time limit, and somebody was just hitting you with pillows in your face, but you couldn't hit them, eventually with no time limit, they're going to beat you. You're going to fall. You're going to break. They're going to chisel you away. So my point of this is this. There's a lot of people out here that don't keep the same energy. See, I can say that I believe Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder because I can also say I believe Oscar Valdez lost the fight. But it also goes vice versa too. So again, and really what brings this up is I was over on Julius's channel, Ring IQ, and I was hearing him say that Valdez won the fight, that he believed he won the fight, that he believed that people on a couch, you know, they don't really have any say in it, that the judges of the final say, well, if that's the case, then we should just accept every robbery that's ever happened. If that's the case, then there should be no dispute when your favorite fighter loses in a fight that he actually should have won. It's just ridiculous. That mindset's ridiculous. Because if people on the couch's opinion didn't matter, then people like Pythagoras would have never been able to change the world's mindset. Everybody believed the world was flat. Pythagoras was like, no, it's round, and proved it. Copernicus, before him, everybody believed that the sun revolved around the earth. But what did we find out? The earth orbits the sun. It revolves around the sun. Two people who went against what the world believed, but they were right. So this notion that because these authority figures, these judges have to be right, they're infallible like the Pope, is bullshit. And I normally agree with a lot that Julius says, but on this one, I disagreed with. So again, my thing is this, and this isn't pointing a finger at him. It's just an example, just like I was over on Drew Titan's channel. It's nothing against him or for him. It's nothing for or against any of these people I mentioned. It's just, my point is, you can't see one fight one way, then see an identical style fight a different way, or else you're biased. You're biased. So again, if you believe Oscar Valdez beat Conceicao, then you have to admit to yourself that Deontay Wilder beat Tyson Fury in the first fight. That's how I see it. Let me know if y'all think I'm off base, but I just think a lot of people don't keep the same energy. I just think a lot of people pick and choose how they want to judge fights or how they see outcomes of fights. But again, let me know if I'm off base in the comments section. And like always, y'all have a good day. And don't forget, hit the thumbs up, sub, notification bell.